WTO is associated with long talks, various tariffs, customs quotas, imports and exports, as well as with other terms which our consumers sometimes do not understand. The task of WTO market program is to break all the barriers between buyers and sellers because we know everything about the prices. Kazakhstan increases the production of milk dairy products. How many tons of milk does produce an average Kazakhstani cow? Who does regulate the quality of dairy products in Kazakhstan? An entrepreneur from South Kazakhstan region is seeking to set up production of yogurt from camel milk. Camel yogurt contains 57% more protein and 52% more fats than analogous products from cow milk. Danish researchers published a report about the health benefits of cheese. According to the obtained data, it is capable to decompose cholesterol and therefore improve health of diabetes patients. Korean scientists have found out that cow's milk produced at night time has a special soothing effect. Night milk contains 10 times more melatonin, which regulates daily rhythms. The production of milk and dairy products is considered one of the main and even strategic sectors of the Kazakhstani industry. These are basic food products, especially when we speak about traditions and eating habits of residents of Central Asia. Nonetheless, the consumption of dairy products in Kazakhstan is twice as little as in Europe. Currently, average daily consumption of milk in Europe exceeds 800 grams per person. In North America, it is almost 700 grams. Currently, in Kazakhstan, there are several hundred registered enterprises which produce and process milk. However, few of them can be called large-scale producers. According to the official statistics, there are 150-160 enterprises, some of them close and others open. Our union is represented by 26 companies. These are the major milk-producing enterprises of Kazakhstan. Only a few of them are export-oriented and export only some part of their products. Nowadays, Kazakhstan tends to manufacture more milk and dairy products. For instance, in comparison with 2009, the output of this product in the country grew by more than 200%. At the same time, the consumption of milk and dairy products in the country is also increasing. In 2016, Kazakhstan produced more than 730,000 tons of milk and dairy products. This is 7% more than in 2015. In the period between January and February 2017, the output of dairy products exceeded 230,000 tons. The traditional top producers of milk and dairy products are Akmolensk, North Kazakhstan, Kostanay and Almaty regions. Nowadays, the task of local producers is to fully satisfy the domestic market's demands, which are still covered by them only by 60 to 90%, depending on the type of products. Milk output in Kazakhstan remains the same over the last 5 to 7 years and averages between 5,100,000 tons. 80 million or even more is produced by private farms. We process 1.5 million liters of milk. In the meantime, we consume 2.5 million liters. Therefore, we import about 1 million liters. Mainly, this is heavily processed food. We satisfy 100% of demands for white products such as kefir and milk. Meanwhile, some part of butter, yogurts and ice cream is imported. Official figures show that last year milk output in Kazakhstan exceeded 5,300,000 tons. However, not all the milk was used. It is explained by the fact, according to data from 2015, dairy products accounted only for 17% in the processing segment of the agricultural sector. Specialists also say about the necessity to increase the output of milk throughout the country. Thus, an average Kazakhstani cow gives 3 to 3.5 tons of milk per year. This figure needs to be increased to the level of the world top milk producers, which makes up 10 tons annually. Currently, we tend to open cooperatives. This is a good idea. But we are Kazakhstan. Our territory is almost half of Europe's territory. At the same time, our population is only 17 million people. All they are dissipated throughout the country. The model of founding small cooperatives is good for small countries. However, it is not suitable for Kazakhstan due to high logistical costs. So I think that such cooperatives should be concentrated in regions with highly developed milk production. The establishment of the Eurasian Economic Union resulted in the emergence of the single market, and dairy products are its integral part. Their quality is subject to the regulations of the Customs Union, which came into force in May 2015. It determines single obligatory requirements to processed dairy products, and as soon as this document is obtained, the country is given the right to deliver its products to the 182 million market of other 5 countries of the Union. During the establishment of the Customs Union, it was decided that its legal system will be based on the WTO regulations. Therefore, the WTO technical requirements were purposefully taken as the basis for the technical regulations of the Customs Union. These are, first of all the existing international standards in the field of production, processing and trade in milk and dairy products. From the point of view of the WTO, there are more opportunities for Kazakhstani exporters of dairy products. This is because the Information Center for Technical Barriers to WTO Trade was established under our enterprise. What does it mean? Presently, exporters of Kazakhstan have an opportunity to consider draft regulations for all WTO members. In other words, through our information center, we can influence the regulatory environment, suggest various remarks, and so on. Dairy products of Kazakhstan are mainly exported to Russia, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, and Tajikistan. At the same time, Kazakhstan imports milk products mainly from Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. In 2016, exports of milk and dairy products from Kazakhstan made up $15 million. In the period between January and March 2017, export exceeded $4.5 million. In 2016, import was about $220 million. In the period between January and March 2017, import was almost $60 million. We receive powder milk in small amounts from far abroad countries, such as France, Lithuania and Latvia. The key exporters of dairy products to Kazakhstan are Russia, Ukraine and Belarus. Analysts emphasize that the shortage of low-cost materials is the main problem of Kazakhstani milk producers. In view of significance of the agricultural sector development, several programs for the dairy industry have been adopted. Presently, the Agricultural Sector Development Program for 2017-2021 is of great importance. This program aims at the establishment of the network of production and procurement cooperatives. There are many other programs for subsidizing of investment projects and subsidizing of heavily processed food production. The most important thing is that all these programs would work and be implemented. How to select milk in supermarkets? What are the future expectations of the world milk industry? The pilot project Farms of Alatau is to boost milk production in Kazakhstan. What we should always remember as we buy milk in shops. In fact, advertising slogans like fresh country taste or organic food mean nothing. It is necessary to check whether the product contains preserving agents and various taste improvers. It is recommended to buy milk free of such ingredients. Of course, we should pay attention to the shelf life. Milk in shops should be stored at a temperature of 6 degrees above zero. If you prefer to buy milk at the market, it is advisable to take it from sellers whom you know well. And to avoid getting infected, it is necessary to boil milk at home. Nowadays, the global milk production nears 500 million tons annually. The global trade reaches about $30 billion and continues to grow on the average by 2 to 3% per year. Analysts assure that amount of products and their prices will be increasing, especially considering that Asian countries are boosting consumption of dairy products. The pilot project Farms of Alatau with the participation of Czech Republic is under consideration in Kazakhstan. It is to be implemented under the State Program of Agricultural Development. The question is the construction of milk processing clusters on the basis of 2 large-sized agricultural milk-producing cooperatives, Joly Alatau in Jambul region and Tulkubas Bayterek in South Kazakhstan region. The successful implementation of the project will allow to draw investment to the amount of about $600 million. The investment is expected to boost the production, stimulate trade, and therefore expand the export potential of the sector.